You know, yet I've spent 35 minutes trying to find one joke that you'll accept.
And that's no joke.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
We are honored that for over 30 years, we've been able to come alongside you, not only selling, buying, and investing in real estate over 3,117 times, but really 30 years of coming alongside you to build your fun. Build your fitness, build your faith, and even strengthen, heal, and flourish inside relationship. Oh, we better not forget, build your finances.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to discover specific ways that you can be helped and even help yourself to accomplish your goals. Because whether you're surviving, whether you find yourself in a surviving state or you find yourself in a thriving state, most people have goals, whether they're written or unwritten. And yet we tend to be reluctant to share them.
Right.
So we've unpacked why we want to. We've unpacked what the benefit is of sharing it with the other right people. And now we're going to chat about what we can do to kind of set the stage to be helped.
Oh, you're talking about like how we can be open to assistance and that kind of thing?
That kind of thing.
Not be totally independent and doing it my way, by myself, on
my
the
way
highway.
Or the highway.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's so easy to get caught in that trap because ultimately God did give us the vision, did give us the goal, or did give us the aspiration or the motivation or the thing that we're going after.
Right.
So it makes sense that we have the most level of commitment to it, right? Because it wasn't given to somebody else. It was given to us.
It would be most beneficial.
It would be. And yet, if we're closed-minded about others' inputs versus open-minded, even when they could up-level or offer an introduction to somebody that may be able to help you move it forward,
right?
If you're not willing to receive the help, it actually will do more harm than good because you miss out on the opportunity that was sitting there for you.
So telling people will actually speed up maybe me reaching my goal?
Only if I'm now willing to accept the help that comes my way.
That's that openness again.
Right?
Are you like talking to me or are you talking to our listener?
I'm talking to our listener through you.
I had that feeling.
So why don't you share a little story?
What kind of story?
About Ken Dekker.
Ken Dekker stories.
Ken Dekker story. How you've had visions, dreams, goals, and that maybe it's a little harder for you to open it up and let others, even if you tell them, you then deflect their help.
Yeah, because I'm very opinionated about what I think I know and what the way I think I should do it. And I used to very much value independence. And I learned that that value served me when I was younger, when I was a teenager, because my parents worked a lot and independence was how I survived, really. And then later on in life, my coach was telling me, you know, what's your values? And he goes, look at that independence one and see if that's serving you to your next best. And then I realized, oh my, I'm building a company. But the problem was I was building the company. We weren't building the company like you and I. We, like the staff, we, like the leadership, we weren't building a company.
Or we, like the other agent owners.
Yeah. So suddenly, guess what was slowing down and impeding my reaching the goal of a certain size of a company?
Well, even a profitable company.
Was me.
Yeah.
I had to get the heck out of the way and encourage others.
And let them make a difference in your life.
Yeah. Let them tell me, hey, Ken, you're off on this section. You're right on this section. How can we really make this work? And so I had to create a openness, a curiosity. And you know what happened? People started giving me more and better feedback because I wasn't defending, deflecting, they're comments.
You weren't trying to prove that yours were right and theirs were wrong.
Yeah. I still do that from time to time, and I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the truth. Is more truth came to me when I was open to more.
Right.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that was a piece of it. So if you're thinking, hey, I'm ready to get on board with you too and have you be aware of what's up for me, whether it's a real estate goal or another goal, you're going to send a text. And actually, you now have permission to send the text to me or to Ken. And my number, Yetta, is 613. That's not my number, but Yetta's number is 613-863-6058.
And mine.
863-6058. And Ken's, all you really have to do, because this is much easier to remember, take my 863-6058, swap the 3 for a 7.
Which is the perfect number.
Yes.
And
it's the number of grandkids you have.
And now we have a little competition going. Because Yetta, yes, we do. Yetta thought she will get more texts than I will. And I think I'll get more texts than Yetta will.
No, you thought I'd get none.
So, yeah, pretty much. So you decide who you'd like to text. And remember, the best text number to use is 613-867, because 7's the perfect number, 6058.
That is so funny. So here's the gig. The other piece you want to do, and Ken's been alluding to it, but you want to suspend judgment. Suspend judgment of the other people's perspectives and suspend judgment of the introductions that you get, even who they are. Because sometimes we move into this, well, I've been there anyway, so I'm guilty as charged. I move into judgment. The first impression maybe wasn't great, and so I let that first impression color my vantage or my viewpoint about a particular person or a particular situation.
I got to tell a story.
Okay. Go ahead. You got a little couple of minutes.
It's not a great story for me. And
okay.
Earlier in my life, I'd paid for coaches. And, I still pay for coaches, but I listen better to my coach now. And sometimes those coaches would say, you really ought to connect with this person. I've called them. They're willing to talk with you. They're way further ahead on the path. And for whatever reason, my pride, my fear of talking to somebody, my feeling insignificant compared to where they were, I don't know what it was. It could be a combination of all those three, probably was. Fear and pride are kind of the biggest ones. I never followed up and called the person. And it happened like probably 6 times. Different great people were referred to me, and I didn't take the effort to step forward.
You think it's only 6 times?
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
Now that's funny. In fact, the reason the wealth formula doesn't exist in an American version is exactly for that. So when we do the rewrite in probably 2025, it will have both American financials in it as well as Canadian financial strategies in it, because they're a little different. And the only reason it doesn't already is because you threw all those numbers out.
Yeah. How did this happen where I became on trial here on this show?
So the gig is to be gracious. Be gracious to each other. Be gracious to yourself, even when you drop the ball in making the best choices around moving your vision forward. So you're off the hook.
Yeah. So share your goals with us. Text us. We'd be delighted to encourage you. And we're grateful that you joined us on Life's Inside Track. Because when we move forward together, we've got this.
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.